Good morning, friends. Welcome to our Tuesday's virtual story time. Alicia here from the Champlain Library, and I have two very uplifting and fun books for you today. I Have You Filled a Bucket Today? And J'ai une attitude positive. Bonjour mes amis, Alicia ici de la bibliothèque Champlain. Bienvenue à notre l'heure du conte virtuel. J'ai deux histoires aujourd'hui. Have you filled a bucket today? And j'ai une attitude positive. On va commencer avec J'ai une attitude positive par David Parker, publié par Éditions Scholastique. Cette journée peut être la plus belle de toutes. Cela dépendra de ce que je dis et de ce que je fais. D'abord, je dis bonjour au soleil en me réveillant. Puis, je chantonne mon air préféré en me lavant. Je donne un bisou de plus à mon papa pour lui montrer que je l'aime. Cette journée peut être la plus belle de toutes. Cela dépendra de ce que je dis et de ce que je fais. Aujourd'hui, je souris à ma compagne de classe. Aujourd'hui, je lis un livre tout seul et je suis fière de moi. Aujourd'hui, je fais un beau dessin pour une personne que j'aime. Cette journée peut être la plus belle de toutes. Cela dépendra de ce que je dis et de ce que je fais. Aujourd'hui, je fais une chose que je ne savais pas faire avant. Aujourd'hui, je lève ma main en classe et je réponds à une question. Aujourd'hui, je suis content de moi parce que j'ai bien travaillé. Cette journée peut être la plus belle journée de toutes. Cela dépendra de ce que je dis et de ce que je fais. Que ferais-tu pour passer la plus belle journée? And this one is Have You Filled a Bucket Today by Carol McLeod and published by Fern Press. All day long, everyone in the whole wide world walks around carrying an invisible bucket. You can't see it, but it's there. You have a bucket. Each member of your family has a bucket. Your grandparents, friends, and neighbors all have a bucket. Everyone carries an invisible bucket. Your bucket has one purpose only. Its purpose is to hold your good thoughts and good feelings about yourself. You feel very happy and good when your bucket is full. And you feel very sad and lonely when your bucket is empty. Other people feel the same way too. They're happy when their buckets are full, and they're sad when their buckets are empty. It's great to have a full bucket, and this is how it works. You need other people to fill your bucket, and other people need you to fill theirs. So, how do you fill a bucket? You fill a bucket when you show love to someone, when you say or do something kind, or even when you give someone a smile. That's being a bucket filler. A bucket filler is a loving, caring person who says or does nice things that make others feel special. When you make someone feel special, you are filling a bucket. But you can always dip into a bucket and take out some good feelings. You dip into a bucket when you make fun of someone, when you say or do mean things, or even when you ignore someone. That's being a bucket dipper. A bully is a bucket dipper. A bucket dipper says or does mean things that makes others feel bad. Many people who dip have an empty bucket. They think they can fill their own bucket by dipping into someone else's, but that will never work. You never fill your own bucket when you dip into someone else's. But guess what? When you fill someone else's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. You feel good when you help others feel good. All day long, we are either filling up or dipping into each other's buckets by what we say and what we do. Try to fill a bucket and see what happens. You love your mom and dad. Why not tell them you love them? You can even tell them why. Your caring words will fill their buckets right up. Watch for smiles to light up their faces. You will feel like smiling too. A smile is a good clue that you have filled a bucket. If you practice, you'll become a great bucket filler. Just remember that everyone carries an invisible bucket, and think of what you can say or do to fill it. Here are some ideas for you. You could smile and say hi to the bus driver. He has a bucket too. You could invite the new kid at school to play with you. You could write a thank you note to your teacher. You could tell your grandpa that you like to spend time with him. There are many ways to fill a bucket. Bucket filling is fun and easy to do. It doesn't matter how young or old you are. It doesn't cost any money. It doesn't take much time. And remember, when you fill someone else's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. When you're a bucket filler, you make your home, your school, and your neighborhood better places to be. Bucket filling makes everyone feel good. So why not decide to be a bucket filler today and every day? Just start each day by saying to yourself, I'm going to do something to fill someone's bucket today. And at the end of each day, ask yourselves, did I fill a bucket today? Yes, I did. That's the life of a bucket filler. And that's you. And now we are going to make our own little kindness buckets. On va faire les chaudières d'amitié aujourd'hui. So I have a plastic cup, a pipe cleaner, but you could also use ribbon, a hole puncher, a marker, and a pen, and little pieces of paper. So ça va, le matériau que vous avez besoin, ça va prendre un verre de plastique, peut-être de ruban pour faire les trous, des morceaux de papier, puis aussi des crayons. So I'm going to start on my kindness bucket by drawing a big happy face. Because every time we fill our buckets, we feel happy. J'ai commencé de faire ma chaudière avec une face, avec un gros sourire. And then we are going to punch holes. On a les trous dedans. And this will be our handle. So how are we going to fill our buckets today? Comment on peut remplir nos chaudières d'amitié aujourd'hui? Well, every single time you do something kind, helpful, or if you're generous towards someone else, you will write it on a piece of paper, and then you can put it in your bucket. So some examples would be if you share toys with your siblings or others, Then you would write it down on your paper, and then you could put it in your bucket. So un exemple, c'est si vous partagez vos jouets avec quelqu'un d'autre, vous pouvez le mettre dans votre chaudière. Also, if you help mom make supper, you can write that down as well. That's helping out. Si vous aidez maman de faire le souper ou dîner, and if you're just saying kind words to anyone, if you tell your parents you love them, or friends or family, si vous dire je t'aime à quelqu'un que vous l'aimez, you can put that inside as well. And then at the end of the day today, you can check and see everything that filled your kindness bucket today. À la fin de la journée, vous pouvez voir toutes les choses que vous avez faites pour remplir votre chaudière d'amitié. I hope everyone has a very kind and happy day, and I will see you all next week. J'espère que tout le monde va avoir une belle journée d'amitié et on va se voir la semaine prochaine. Au revoir.